Hey loves, welcome back to my space. If you're new here, thank you so much for dropping by. If you're an OG, I see you. So guys, I'm back with another video, another DIY. I promise you, this is the last part of this trouser. Like this trouser, I've done so many videos with it, and this is the last piece of it. And if you have been an OG here, you already know that we don't let anything go to waste. Yeah. So today I'm going to use the zipper. I'm going to use the back pocket just to create a very, very simple and unique pouch or bag, or it's just a minimal, a very tiny bag that I'm going to use. So we're only going to take the pockets, yeah? We're using the pockets. We're also going to reuse the zipper because I feel like this zipper is a decorative zipper. I don't know. I just feel like it looks so nice and so strong. It's very strong, yeah? So I'm going to just cut it out. In all honesty, this is the last video we're doing with these pants because, hey, we have utilized every part, every single part of this. If you have an idea of what you can do with the waistband, your idea is welcome. Nisi 2% down. So, but anyway, so we are going to use the pockets. As you can see, we're just going to cut them out and measure them to size so that we can have two equal pieces. And yeah, we can create our own simple, tiny pouch, or yeah, like something that you can carry, something you can put your keys, something you can keep your lip gloss, something, whenever you're going somewhere and you don't want to have so many things, you can carry this one, yeah? So once you're done with the pockets, now we have detached them from the main part. So we're going to now measure just to make sure that we have equal endings, or like just make sure that the top is where you're going to place a zipper, it's equal to, on both sides, and even the sides, yeah, 1 inch. Trust me, if you want something very tiny, 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 you can just cut next to the pockets. Just kabisa karibia, like just trace out the pockets if you want. For me, I just wanted something a little bit spacious, or something that has more space than the pockets, because I felt like the pocket was too small. My initial idea was to use the pockets, but for these particular jeans, I felt like the back pockets were a little bit smaller. So I opted to just add a little inch, an inch due and an inch on the sides. Yeah. So as you can see me measuring, so for the the top part, sorry, what am I even saying? For the top part, because this is where my zipper is going, I decided to make a half an inch, right? So it wasn't like completely 1 inch, or it wasn't like, is it an inch? Yeah, I guess it's an inch if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is an inch from the where the pocket opening is. Yeah, and also for the sides, I did the same just to make sure that I get an inch. Make sure that when you're doing this, you get a straight line, because where if you miss on getting a straight line, your pouch will look good because it's a design. Aki hakuna kitu na feeling awkward as long as it's not an address. Anything that you're doing as a DIY, I don't feel like going combo is a big deal. As long as you're not doing it for commercial, you're not doing it. It's not an outfit. It's not a curtain. You do you. It will end up looking like a design at the end of the day. But come on, Ashona, which was our Wato, please make sure that it's straight and into cut and everything. Like make sure that everything is perfectly placed. Yeah. So once you're done, I just had to put them together, then trace out so that I can have a perfect size. And yeah, with that one, we are done, because I'm repeating the same thing on the other pattern just to ensure that we have the same sizes. Yeah. And guys, let me tell you, if I tell you this is one of the most simplest DIY, very quick to do, very simple. It has nothing like, oh, let's think about this, let's try to do this. It has, like, it took me less than 30 minutes to do this DIY. Like 30 minutes. Imagine. And if you want to commercialize your work, you can be able to do this in sell. Yani sikia tu vile nakupea advice. Si yani anyway, guys, there are opportunities out here. I feel like sisi ndio tunakalianga masikio. So if you want to get such a piece, holla at me. If you want such a bag, holla at me. I'll get it to immediately. Immediately, yeah. So yeah, once you're done, we're going to cut. So the secret to having equal lines is just make sure that you put them you like fold it into two in the middle, so that when you're cutting the excess part or you're cutting the outside, you don't like have one side which is bigger than the other, or so for me, that is a hack. Whenever you're doing something that are already eco made, it's not something that you're measuring from scratch, it's already made, you're just trying to trim it out, yeah. So always do that when you're doing that, yeah. So you'll have sides that are equal, and boom. Mwalimu fashion akiezona that I still lift my fabric when cutting. Aki, Madam Priscilla, Madam Josephine, they'll go nuts when they see me lifting the fabrics, yeah? When cutting, you should not lift your fabric. You should cut it while still it lies down, yeah? So once you're done, I know it doesn't look that perfect, but you can tell that the sizes are almost matching, right? They look like they're matching. There's no side that is bigger than the other. So the secret is just fold them together like that in the middle, find the center, then cut the excess so that you can have the same, almost the same pieces. If you want to stitch, if you want to measure using your tape measure, then by all means, you can be able to do that. No one is limiting you. You're not limited to creativity. No one is limiting your creativity. You can go wild. You can go out of this world. You can be wild as much as you can, crazy with your design and everything. Just do you, do you, gal. So once you're done, we have now our two pieces that are perfectly trimmed out, and now it's time for us to add the zipper. So as I mentioned, if you want to have it tiny, you don't have to have the excess sides. You can just like cut next to the what is it called, to the pocket. If you just need the pocket peke yake, you can use the pocket by itself. But if you're using the pocket by itself, because it has already been made and it has those folds or those top stitch sides, you need to do a button. But for us, because we have extra parts, we're going to put the zipper. And as I mentioned, this zipper is very decorative. So I'm just trying to see how we're going to put it. And yeah, we're going to pin it down. Again, if you're perfect with stitching, you don't need to pin. You don't need to pin. You can always skip this step if you have perfected your art or your craft. But for me, I always say pinning is everything. Even if you're not going to use the pins, you can be able to use the clippers, whatever you have. Just hold the fabric down, the two fabrics that you're stitching, ensure that you hold them down, yeah? So we're going to turn this right side up, and then for the zipper, right side, and for the right side of the zipper kissing the right side of the fabric or the jeans, so that now when you stitch, you're stitching from the wrong side, so that you have your zipper facing the correct side. Trust me. Sometimes unaekanga hii kitu, and then when you turn it, you're like, oh my God. After you've finished stitching, that is when you realize, oh no, the zipper is looking the other direction. It's inside out and everything. So again, it's good to also pin it down before you stitch, because I feel like, yeah, pinning it down, pinning it down before you stitch gives you, one, the perfect line on where you're going to stitch. Two, it gives you like when you pin out an outfit and then you turn it on, before you even like you turn it right side out, before you even start stitching it, you can only see the silhouette, you can only see the outcome, you know so I feel like pinning is everything. So we put it down, we stitch, and then when it comes to this part, because the zipper, it will not allow you to go, so you take up the presser foot, and then you slide your slider or the zipper all the way to the other side, and then you finish up. That is the secret. Sometimes some people will tell you to lift the needle and then move it a little bit, and like, just be creative when it comes to that, because the zipper will not allow you to show namba kamusho. So for me, when I got there, I just lifted my pressure footer, and then my pressure foot, and then decided to slide the zipper so that I can stitch completely up to the end. And as you can see, it's already coming to life. As you can see, we are going to attach the second line again. right sides kissing so that we can touch the other side, and then we stitch it down. Like hakuna kazi. There's nothing else you're going to be doing on this DIY, because guys, after that zipper is placed, there's nothing else. You're done with your little tiny bag. This is a very tiny bag, but very, very cute, very easy to make. And you know what? The reason why I made this, guys, I lost my keys for like a whole week. I didn't know where these keys were. They are my house key, gate key, and then also my locker key at work. So do you know what? I've been struggling for the last 1 week. And then when I got the keys, I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a pouch that will allow me to hold the keys and place the keys and my key card, everything together. My lip gloss. I'm going to just make something tiny that will hold all the tiny, tiny things that I misplace. Because again, there are times where I don't know where my Vaseline is. There's times I don't know where my lip gloss is. There are times I don't know where the keys are. There are times I don't know, like the small, small things, the tiny ones. So that's why I decided to come up with this uh, bag. So once you're done with the zipper, once you've placed the zipper, we're now going to stitch the sides, 1/2 inch from the edge. Yeah, just 1/2 inch. You make sure that you stitch. When you get to the corner, just rift, Jesus, my ancestors, lift your presser foot again, and foot, and then drop it, then turn the needle. That's simple, so that you can have one straight line or one stitch all the way. And guys, trust me, we are done. Just like that, we are done. We're going to remove the excess because I feel like it has a lot of excess parts, and that is me just trying to make sure that mnaona vizuri. Yeah, so at this point it's already done, so we're going to cut all the hanging threads or unfinished parts, and then I feel like it's bulky on the edges, so I'm going to trim them. And then just to add a finishing, if you have an overlocking machine, you can just overlock them so that you don't get the fraying fabric or the fraying edges. If you don't have an overlocking machine, bro, don't worry. You can hand stitch to make the stitches. But if also you're able to do zigzag, like my machine, I'm going to use zigzag stitches just to finish up the edges. And that's it. Like, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Again, jifunze kukata bila kuinua material yako juu. Jifunze kukata without lifting. So guys, I'm going to use the zigzag stitches just to finish up my raw edges before I turn it out. And I'm doing that on both edges. Like, I'm going to do all around and then also next to the zipper, just like that, zigzag stitches. They don't have to look perfect, they don't have to be, just some zigzag stitches. And to finish up, then I'm going to do the same here on the top at the zipper before I turn it out. But because again, you have to make sure that you have removed the corners. Use anything that you have, yeah, to remove the corners. And like, just like that, we are done. Like, we already have this tiny bag, so I'm just going to pull out the corners, and then make sure that everything aligns. Again, I'm going to finish up the zipper edges. Those ones we need to do a zigzag stitch just to finish up on them. And then once you're done, hello, here goes our tiny, 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 tiny bag that you can carry anywhere. If you have you're carrying your handbag and you don't want things to be all over, you just want things zipangike kwa bag yako, this is it. This is the thing to have, because let me tell you, this one, I'm going to put my glasses there. And the reason as to why I'm going to put the glasses there is because I feel like having that as a pocket by itself, they'll not get scratched. And do not put them there if they don't have the cover. Then I'm going to have my sanitary pads. I'm going to have my dowers. I use that for my dower. And then my tablets, yeah. Then I'm going to have my lipstick. There's lip gloss. I carry a comb whenever, because Having short hair is not a joke. Having short hair is not a joke. Just look at that. Just look how it fits everything, guys. It fits everything. For your glasses, don't put your glasses together with all the other things if you haven't had it, the cover. I don't know where I placed my cover, but guys, just like that, this simple bag will allow me to carry everything in one place. So let's remove the glasses kwanza to see a reboot, to see scratch. Just place everything else that you need. The keys, put your lip gloss, put your pocket perfume, like put everything that you need, your tampons, your pads, everything. And you're done, just like that. I love how it turned out, guys. Just look at that. Very tiny, very cute, easy to carry, and wow. We're done with this video, guys. Let me know what you like to see next on this channel. And if you like this, kindly give it a thumbs up. Share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Till next time. Bye-bye.